Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Crypto chaos, Bank of America selling XRP Ethereum. Institutions completely transforming their portfolios, rebalancing, selling false information all over X. 1 minute you've got to buy the stuff, next minute it's all going to zero. On this show, live, unedited, unscripted, I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I've spent the morning on the phones. It's why I'm going late today on my live show, talking to the people that actually work there. Bank of America, Robinhood, the brokerage down the road from me being built, the new exchange that's going on Ethereum. I talk to the people that change things, that do things, that have a say. We're going to cover all these points. Ethereum, what's it really about? Who's really buying? Who's really selling? What's the truth behind Ethereum? Bank of America. We liked Bank of America 1 minute because they were adopting XRP. Next minute, they're selling. Everyone's going, oh, it's all over. I'll start selling. We saw mass liquidations, people over leveraging, retail investors don't know what to do. Institution power. We talked about institution power recently with people very afraid of institutions owning all of our favorite crypto. What happens when they dump it on us? You're missing the point. This is an opportunity, a golden age. I've got the gold jacket on today. The studio is set and we're looking into the future of XRP, the future of Ethereum. As we come up to 100,000 subscribers, and we're going to give away $1,000 in XRP and many other prizes. Welcome to the studio, preparing for the best live stream of 100,000 celebration ever on YouTube. That is a promise. I hope you'll enjoy this stream. I've got lots for you, lots of information, all validated, many of it, most of it, a lot of it in our newsletter, and the information I'm sharing has been gained by getting on the phone and talking to real people. So let's get straight into all of this. We've got lots to share with you. Please tap the like button and share this out. Hopefully we'll get 100 likes in the first minute and we'll get suggested on YouTube and we can help as many people as possible. Also consider subscribing. As you can see, the subscribers are rolling around now. Let's see if we can get today live on the show 97,000 subscribers. In fact, wouldn't it be amazing if it happened live in this show? Let's zoom in. 96,729. We're giving away, oh, I just lost one. There you go. Not everybody wants the truth. They want the rah-rah. Okay, bye-bye. Now we're going to go and look on the merch table because we're giving away $1,000 plus lots of other prizes. Yep, getting set where everyone's going to win. Everyone who gets involved, that is. Not everybody can be bothered. So you'll miss out. People love to troll and moan. We don't moan, we always get it done. Welcome to the show. I hope you are in. This is not financial advice, but most of you, nearly all of retail who've been spouting on for years to buy crypto will miss it when it finally takes off. And it will take off in a way that many of you would have never predicted. And you'll miss it, and it will happen very, very quickly. And that is exactly what is happening right now. So let's get into all the details of all of this. We've been covering crypto for 4 years. It took me a long time to enter the space. Things do take time, but my favorite, that makes most sense to me, is XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And when I buy properly. I go all in with a balanced portfolio. I do use some margin, but I know when to use it and when not to because I understand what's coming. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, is this the future? Well, people have already decided that, but have you? Do you know what you're really buying? Many of you missed the boat completely on the Amazon XRP deal. That got blown away very quickly, and most people paid no attention to that at all. Anyway, let's cover all these facts. Ethereum, Bank of America, exit, institutions, power, the future, and XRP. Let's go straight into it, and we'll start off with me showing you my live position. Now, I wasn't in crypto just a few weeks ago. In fact, a month ago, I wasn't in because I'm like the institutions. I talk to the institutions. I talk to the banks. I want to be in when I know I'm going to make money. Not when I'm speculating, not when I'm guessing, certainly not listening to people on X who are trying to self-promote themselves, which I never understand because you don't earn any money on X, and I don't even understand why anyone does it. I just think people need to feel important. I don't know how it makes you feel important, faceless, going on X, talking nonsense to people, and then go, look at me with my 1 million followers. It doesn't mean anything. So I'll never understand it, but there you go. Anyway, let me show you my position. I've currently got $70,000 invested. A Bitcoin. I'll show you all my positions, and then I'll give you all the news. So Bitcoin, I currently have $13,000 of Bitcoin. This is just in my crypto wallet. We'll come on to the ETFs in a moment. XRP, I have 9,779. That's all been purchased to give away. We're doing giveaways. If you stick to the end, I'll tell you how you can win some money. Ethereum, I've got 5,000, again, just in Ethereum. It's all staked, and now I'm staking my staking. Makes sense? When I get paid, I stake the staking. All right, and just for a laugh, as a crypto, as a little bit of a lottery ticket, I've got 188 in Dogecoin. Now, that's just on my actual Robinhood wallet. If I now go into my main account, you'll also see, obviously, there's my crypto in my main account, but I've also added to that some bigger positions here. I've bought BlackRock. I like to be involved with the institutions. 14.7 of Bitcoin. Then I've got Ethereum. I've got that at the iShares there. I've got 8,000 there. And I think that's it. And then I go over to my Roth IRA. And in my Roth IRA, I've got a little bit more again. I've got some IBIT. And there you go, IBIT, for another finally $6,000 in there. Now then, so you can just see, by the way, look, my Coca-Cola has bounced today. We want to be more defensive at the moment on the S&P 500, so that's playing off perfectly. So let's go into the story. Now you know exactly what I've got. My overall portfolio, I started with $5,000 4 years ago, and I've now got invested overall, if you look, with everything I've got invested, 320 plus the 40, so $365,000. No options, no shorts, just investing, buying undervalued assets, and holding, and only ever selling using tax lots. So I never pay tax or very little tax, and I only sell to rebalance. And that's the story of the day. That's what's going on. So let me get straight into it. So here we go. Have you all tapped the like button? No, rubbish. Only 60 people have tapped the like button. Please do. I'm trying to help people here and provide you the information. That's why I'm going late today. I spent an hour on the phone talking to my connections to share the information with you, and most people are still asleep. Please do smash the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you so much indeed. So let me go into what's actually been going on. We've got a delay on XRP, and we've got false information around Bitcoin and Ethereum. People selling, not knowing what they're really doing, never did know what they were really doing, except it doesn't stop them going online and telling everybody that they do. Let's go into what's actually happening. Billions of Ethereum validator exodus. This was in our newsletter today, but I'm going to add my own take to it as well. Now, remember, when crypto was invented, it wasn't invented for you, and it wasn't invented for you to get rich. It never was a Ponzi scheme. It never was a get-rich scheme, but it got treated as such, and it got treated like the OK Corral. Everyone's going to buy until they're not. Everyone's going to say one thing until they don't. And absolute nonsense. So you can scratch around in the dirt if you want, panning for gold or trying to speculate crypto, or you can be the man that builds the factory, that builds the shovels. That's me. I believe in owning the casino, not playing the casino. So I wait for validation. I wait to know that it's the right time to enter the market. And I want to follow the money. And when I say follow the money, remember what a privilege that is. Because when you get a seat on the bus, you don't give up your seat. you stay on the bus. You might trim and rebalance, which is what the institutions are doing. They're not leaving. They're not selling. They're not exiting like everybody on X is telling everybody. It's all over. It's absolute nonsense. And remember, I'm not sponsored by anyone. In fact, I'm probably the only just about to become a 100,000 subscriber channel ever to consistently refuse sponsorship. I mean, there are channels at 10,000. One of our friends here, Pow Group, at 10,000 subscribers, takes sponsorship. I take none at 100,000. I turn it all down because most of it is nonsense and only benefits me if I care about making money for myself and not providing the service to the audience. And I do focus on you, not me. And focusing on you seems to have worked, right? It's very important to do what's right for people. Money will take care of itself. So what actually is happening, and understand, Ethereum's validator exit queue has exploded from a modest 1,920 ETH in mid-July to a staggering 910,461. Now, if you are tuning in, of course, for XRP, we're covering all of this, not just Ethereum, not just Bitcoin, XRP, the whole thing. There's a whole story here. So please stay with me. You need to understand the whole story. And as you are here, please tap the like button and consider subscribing. It'd be nice to see us get to that wonderful 97,000 subscribers on this show. So, Ethereum in mid-July to a staggering 910,461 ETH, worth approximately 3.91 billion as of August 19. This represents nearly 47,320% growth in just 30 days, creating the longest withdrawal delays in the network's proof-of-stake history at over 15 days. Well, these are headlines that will make their way onto stupid X accounts where they'll say it's all over, we should all be shorting and all the rest of it, and you're missing the golden opportunities, which is why I've dressed the studio gold today and why I'm wearing a gold jacket. It's not actually what's going on. It's repositioning. And when I spoke to my Bank of America connection this morning, it's a very complicated system. I can't really understand most of it, but I do understand that they look at money differently to us. And if you try to copy like Warren Buffett, people try to copy Warren Buffett and think, I'll just buy United Health after he bought it and it rose 25%. You're going to lose. If you try to act like an institution, you're going to lose because you're going to do everything at the wrong time. You're going to react differently. You don't understand why they're doing it. You have to have your own strategy. Understand what institutions are doing. Not guess from reading posts on X, but don't try to behave like an institution. Understand what they do and then adapt it to your strategy, because your strategy has to be different. You are not the same. You cannot be the same, and you wouldn't want to be the same anyway. They are very restricted in what they can do. So this represents nearly 47,320% growth in just 30 days, creating the longest withdrawal delays in the network's proof-of-stake history at over 15 days. While the sheer scale appears alarming, a deeper analysis reveals this isn't a crisis of confidence. Not at all. In fact, it's the very opposite. It's the growing pains of institutional scale staking infrastructure. We learned that lesson when Warren Buffett presented his call to his investors when he said it's very hard to grow now, we are so large, and people don't understand that. A retail investor is not the same as an institutional investor, and they look at money very, very differently. You're scratching around to try and pay the bills. They are trying to own the network. There's a difference here. It's a very big difference. So we can show you the validator queue there. If you want to pause that and take a closer look, you can see how it's dramatically increased. But the numbers behind the scenes, and this is why I got on the phones this morning, the numbers behind their headlines, the current exit queue represents just 2.56 of the 35.5 million ETH staked on Ethereum. Now, this reminds me of the story that we had when everybody on X, oh God, I get so tired of it. I used to try to rebut people's silly comments. Now I just don't care anymore. I just let them say what they want. I don't even give them my time. As institutions don't. Have you ever noticed Warren Buffett going on someone's X account telling them they're wrong? I know I'm not Warren Buffett, obviously, but I kind of got tired of it. They don't care. They'll just keep doing it, so I just keep I'm just going to stop doing and getting involved. But you remember when Warren Buffett was reported that he sold all his S&P 500, VU and SPY. When it was revealed, it was 0.5% of his overall, of 0.5 of 1% of his position. It was irrelevant, but it got the headlines for people that don't understand stuff. It's the same here. It's nothing at all, which itself constitutes nearly 29.4% of the total ETH supply. Despite the record exits, the network maintains over 1.08 million active validators. And critically, the entry queues still holds 268,217 ETH with only a 4.5-day wait. This dynamic suggests rebalancing rather than abandonment, and that's absolutely true. Now, I said to you, I'm always building, never taking away, never diluting. It's the same thing with my channel. I had this conversation yesterday with Sensei and Vaz about the possible inclusion of adding Casey, our first female broadcaster. And I wanted to stress there'll be no dilution. There'll be no changing of structure. Always build and always add. Now, this is the same thing here. What's happening is rebalancing. Now, as you all know, I earn money every month like everybody else, maybe every week for some of you, but I earn money every week, every month. I get paid in 2 days' time, and I simply always buy more and I reposition. I'm always repositioning by trimming my tax lots, owning more at lower prices. I'm constantly rebalancing, constantly restructuring to own more and more at lower and lower prices. Whenever I sell from the top. Most people sell from the bottom to give themselves the most gains. That's wrong. And institutions understand that. If you want to own the system, it's not about how much money you can make. It's about how much control over it you can get. That's what I want to do. Now, I know I can't control the S&P 500 or Bitcoin or Ethereum, but I want to play my part. I like building stuff, and I know that I can't control Ethereum and Bitcoin and XRP, but I like to do what's right as if I could. So I'm trying to own as much of it as I can at lower prices, and remember, I'm owning it to give to you. So that's what institutions are doing. They're adjusting, they're not exiting. This is not in abandonment, this is rebalancing. What makes this exit wave particularly significant? And by the way, this is the same for XRP with Bank of America, hence in the title. This is why I spoke to them, all right? So XRP is being treated the same way with Bank of America. That makes this exit wave particularly significant in its concentrated nature. Three major players account for 93% of the queue. Coinbase leads with 433,000 ETH, followed by Lido's 285,000 ETH, and EtherFi's 134,000. This isn't retail panic, it's institutional reconstructing. Okay, now that's an important point. And on that point, I'd like to ask you to tap the like button and consider subscribing if you would. If you wait to the end of the show, I will give you the chance to win $1,000 in XRP as we celebrate our 100,000 subscribers, hopefully be there within a week or so. And we're also giving away many other prizes as well. Anyone who gets involved is going to win something. We're going to give so many prizes away. It's ridiculous. Let me have a look on the merch table. We're giving away money, we're giving away prizes, all kinds of things. You don't want to miss it. By simply reposting everything on my X or liking everything or commenting everything, you earn points every time you do, and you're going to get rewarded for it. We are rewarding people who get off their asses and do stuff. Those that moan get nothing, all right, as well as our big star prize. So get involved, be involved. So a lot of people were concerned and messaged me recently about crypto, that I've got so much into it now. I'm so heavy on my portfolio. And people were saying, aren't you concerned by the amount of power that institutions have, how much power institutions hold over all of us? And no, because they don't even know we exist. You're looking at it in the wrong way. You're looking at it from your own lens. You're looking at it, I'm buying crypto to get rich, scratching in the dirt to pay a few bills. That's the wrong way of looking at crypto. Crypto was designed as a payment system. We now have the network, Ethereum. We now have the payment system, XRP, and we have digital capital, Bitcoin. You don't have to like it, agree with it, understand it. You get on a plane every day and you don't know how it flies, do you? But you get on it. You didn't check if it's in good condition, but you get on it. You trust it. And it works. We've been flying on planes now for years. You pick up your computer, your iPhone. You've no idea how it works, but you trust it. Well, it's kind of the same. We've got mass adoption now, and it doesn't matter that the networks own all of it and all this stories and news comes out. What matters is you understand what the asset is. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. You don't care about the price. You don't care about where it is today. You don't care about where it is tomorrow. You've bought something which has a future increased value of where it is today. And if you're buying it for any other reason, then you shouldn't even be an investor because you don't know what investing is. So it's great that institutions own all of this because they look at money differently to us. If it was all owned by a bunch of retail investors, I wouldn't touch the stuff. Let me explain why. If you think of Binky Bonk or Fartcoin or some silly coin like that, any of these nonsense coins over here, all right, imagine buying one of these pointless things with a low market cap and the only people that own it are a bunch of retail investors on Reddit talking nonsense. Well, then you can lose all your money because they aren't regulated. They don't care. They're not interested in anything. They don't understand power. They have no power. They're greedy because they're retail. They've got no money. They're just buying to dump and sell and God knows what else. That would be dangerous. However, XRP has finally got recognition and being bought by institutions, Bank of America and the like. Ethereum is now being bought by just about everybody, and so is Bitcoin. Now that means institutions, they've got more power and more money than you, they'll own more than you. And good. I want them to own more money. In fact, I want BlackRock to own all of it. I would love it if Tom Lee owned all Ethereum. Would that be bad for me? No. Well, people will say, well, what if Tom Lee wakes up one morning and decides to dump all his XRP or dump all his Ethereum? You would lose. No, he won't. That's not why he owns it. He doesn't own it like you do to try and stuff it to somebody or beat somebody or make some money. He wants to own the power of it and the future value. And the future value is not measured in pounds, shillings and pence. It's not measured in price. It's measured in power. And that is what Bitcoin's about, energy. It's not about the price. The money will take care of itself. If you focus on the money, you'll always have no money. If you focus on winning and power, you'll always have a win. It's what I've always done. I've always focused on doing what's right for my audience, not what's right for me. And I end up earning money. The money takes care of itself. So it's good that institutions own it because they're not going to dump it. People say, well, how can you buy Coca-Cola? It's owned by a handful of institutions. So is Apple. So is Microsoft. So is Google. Guess what? It keeps going up. Even when Warren Buffett sold a big position in Apple, it kept going up. We're about to hit another all-time highs. Lots of good news. It doesn't matter if institutions own it. You've got to understand why they own it and how they own it and how they move. Now, once you know all this stuff, you understand what you own, you treat the whole game differently. All right, you have to understand how they work, but realize that you can't copy their trades or try to emulate them because you're not them and your strategy should be different. It has to be different. You are a different animal, a different beast. Anyway, so it's good that institutions own all of it. It makes it more stable because they just want to have it on their balance sheet and control it. They're not looking for an exit. BlackRock don't sit around every day going, hey, boys, we can all sell all of this Bitcoin and we can all give ourselves a boat or a holiday or an island. We've all got boats. We've all got islands. We have no power if we dump it because who's going to buy it back if we dump it? It would go to zero. So they don't sell it. They own it. Digital capital is Bitcoin. Payment system is XRP and the rails it all works on is Ethereum. When you understand that, like I understand that now, you don't sell. You acquire more and you simply own the system. Now, again, you know, don't try to behave like an institution, but just bear that in mind. So anyway, we're going to come on to Bitcoin and XRP in a moment. All this is wrapped up, and it's very important that you understand the full structure of this. It's why I can't buy enough now. I've got over 70 grand now of crypto, and I'm aiming for 100 just so I can give it away to you. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not looking to sell. I'm not looking to do anything other than give away XRP as prizes. Anyway, I hope you've all tapped the like button, have you? And I hope you've all considered subscribing. All right, so anyway, the Coinbase factor, infrastructure, not sentiment. It's important to understand how they work. Coinbase's massive 430,000 ETH withdrawal represents what the exchange described as restructuring of institutional staking services. Now, you know this is happening because only a few days ago, I started to about 2 weeks ago, I started to stake. Now I stake the staking. So I bet basically the money I earn, I restake it. And people are saying to me, you do realise that Robinhood are about to charge a fee and take more of it. Yes, they are. They are. And that's okay. Because we want Robinhood to be strong. We want Robinhood to prop up the system. Okay, it's okay. But everything is changing. Staking is changing. Things are becoming, institutions are finding much more efficient ways of staking and investing their money. All right, that's all that's happening. We're shifting from one system to another. Recently, Ethereum got an upgrade. This is all good news. It's good news that institutions are adapting, growing, evolving. We want that. We want institutions to be effective, stable, efficient. We want that. That's what we want. We want all of this is good. We want BlackRock to make money. We don't BlackRock to lose money. We don't, Michael Saylor to lose money. We don't Tom Lee to lose money. We don't make more money if they do. It's not how it works. I get a lot of people message me saying there's a conspiracy. People are like, trying to screw the little guy and the big guys are trying to take over. Welcome to the party. You never had any power. All right, you have a privilege being on the bus. All right, the institutions, the banks always run the system, always will run the system. And when you realize that, you can win. When you try and fight it, you'll always lose. So anyway, this institutional rebalancing is becoming common as large validators optimize their infrastructure, moving from multiple 32 ETH validators to more efficient, there we go, larger slots that reduce operational costs and complexity. Now, I'm reading this from our own information that we have compiled for you. We don't get this off X. The only useful account on X, to be quite frank, is my own, because I provide news. I'm not sponsored by anyone. I'm not trying to get you clicks. I couldn't care less. I just want to provide a valuable service I'm proud of. So if you like our newsletter, you can actually get paid to read our newsletter. Literally, we're giving $1,000 away to people that actually watch our newsletter. It's crazy, isn't it? Here is the newsletter in the chat. Let me put it in here. There you go. There's a newsletter in the chat. And if you click on that and you actually sign up for the free version as well, I mean, literally the free version, you can win prizes. You can win the $1,000 XRP, all that. I'm going to give you the competition link in a minute if you stay to the end, how you can win $1,000 in addition to all the prizes. All right, so moving on. This story you're reading now is provided every day. We spend 4 hours every day bringing you a newsletter you can read every single day for free, at least for 7 days. We're giving you a 7-day trial, and it's 30 cents a day if you want to buy the whole package. This is the information you need to read, not the nonsense on X accounts. Lido's substantial exit reflect a different dynamic. The unwinding of leverage staking. I always talk about leverage staking. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in margin for individual assets or even or crypto at all. So you might say, but aren't you in margin? Yes, I am. Predominantly to buy the S&P 500. Very little leverage on crypto. I don't need to. The majority of my leverage is for the S&P 500. Recent data shows SETH trading at 0.3 to 0.6% discount on Ethereum, creating arbitrage. And now that's another thing that people talk about, discount. There's no discounts. You can't buy XRP or Ethereum or Bitcoin at a discount. You can't. They're talking about the way it's funded with their leverage and margins and convertible notes. We had one of our investors here, Saab, who was telling people the other day, and one of our friends actually, saying that Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy can buy Bitcoin at a discount over the counter. No, you can't. Nobody can. You all pay the same price. We're talking about leverage, restructuring, debt. None of that is relevant to you guys. It's not important to even focus on. Understand it, but you can't do it. Creating arbitrage opportunities, but also forcing the closure of profitable looping strategies where users borrowed against staked ETH for additional yield, rising borrowing costs on AAVE, spiking to around 10%. APR for WE wrapped ETH. So essentially what's happening now, again, the banks, Bank of America, institutions, BlackRock, Tom Lee, MicroStrategy, they're all refinancing and finding more efficient ways to finance their crypto purchases. That's all that's happening, and that's what you're seeing play out here. Wrapped ETH have made these leverage positions unprofitable. There you go. So they have to restructure. That is all that is going on. Supply state. You can see the supply increasing, staking. Now that's good. That is good because we want the supply staked. I will be staking XRP if it was available. I'll be owning the XRP Ethereum XRP ETF, and we'll come on to that in a minute. That's been delayed, but that's a good thing. It allows me more time to buy more, quite frankly, and I did over the weekend. So, and I'll be locking that up as well. Market impact, resilience despite record exits. Now, this is important. I think Sensei calls it a diminishing return. We're getting less and less volatility all the time with our crypto. Its drops, its losses are getting reduced all the time. It's becoming more stable, and all of these practices are part of that infrastructure. Remarkably, Ethereum has demonstrated significant price resilience throughout this exit wave. Well, you may remember the moment I bought Ethereum. I didn't buy it a long time ago when everybody was telling me I'm an idiot for buying the S&P. Neither did BlackRock. Neither did anybody else who knows what they're doing. They were making money consistently with their S&P or whatever they were doing, building a solid foundation, building a real life-changing wealth so they can then enter the crypto space. They wasn't doing it the other way around. I've only recently come in and I bought it in near the top. Was I bothered? No, not at all, because now it has far greater value, far greater future value, and far greater adoption. It's the time to buy it. Now, you might say, well, if you bought it years ago, you'd have made more money. Not necessarily. Well, of course you would have done. If you bought ETH and Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP when it was pennies, you'd have made more money. And to say on YouTube that you wouldn't is silly. You're misleading your audience. No, not necessarily. Because I wasn't gambling and guessing. I was building a solid foundation, so I now can buy more than most of you combined. I've mentioned that on the show. Most of you that tell me I'm an idiot for buying the S&P and I should be bust all in crypto and I should be buying it when it was pennies. I was building up a solid foundation, so now I've got $360,000. I can borrow $500,000 at any point and buy whatever I want, without any risk of margin calls or anything like that. So, and also at that point, you were guessing. You got lucky. You got lucky. It might have gone to another coin. It might have gone to another network. As it turned out, it was the right thing and it's good, but you were guessing. But most people along the journey sold, paid tax, didn't have the money to pay their tax because they bought something else. I didn't have to do that. I didn't have to give any money to the tax man. I remained in. So it's very, very important to understand why I didn't buy at the beginning and why I'm buying heavily now. Anyway, things are very, very different. So Ethereum, despite all of this, is proven to be very resilient, despite, and we'll come on to XRP and Bitcoin and everything else in a moment. Please don't stay with me. Ethereum has maintained support above 4,200 and even notched near all-time highs of 4,780 in mid-August. So where's all the chaos? Where's the drama? In fact, Ethereum that I bought on my main account has never been in red. Not one single second. And I bought it a month ago at an all-time high. It's never once for 1 second been in the red, because I bought it at the right time. It was the right time to buy it. The price currently sits at 4,300, representing a 21.2% gain over the same 30-day period that saw the validator exodus. This strength reflects several supportive factors working in East's favour. Strategic reserves and ETFs holdings have surged 140% since May the 1st, climbing to over 10 million ETH as institutional demand absorbs selling pressure. Now, it's done this because of their structuring. They couldn't do this if they were guessing and speculating when retail investors on X were telling them to buy it. Of course, they don't listen to what people say on X. And that's why I don't listen to them either. I talk to the banks themselves. Climbing to over 10 million ETH as institutional demand absorbs selling pressure. Daily ETF inflows remain robust, with some days seeing over 1 billion in institutional capital entering Ethereum-based products. All right, now I'm going to focus on the delays in XRP. A lot of people are concerned about the delays in XRP. What's going on? Are we all going to sit around and lose our money? No, this is all good, and it's presenting me plenty of opportunity to buy more. Please tap the like button. Let's get to 97,000 subscribers today, and consider subscribing as well. That would be absolutely wonderful. We're 174 likes now. Let's get to 200 likes. We can do it, folks. All right, this is I'm nearly finished with this. I've got to get back to some study in a moment, and I'm doing all of my reviews before we get to 100,000 subscribers to thank everybody. So let's go to the SEC delay. And now, again, if you want the newsletter, we're giving you free tickets to win $1,000. And if you wait to the end, I will give you your competition. Someone just said to me in the chat, Martyn, your tip of the year is headed up. End phase. Thanks for your knowledge. You're very, very welcome. Yes, Ethereum was, end phase energy was one of my best tips of the year. It is without doubt going to $100. Meet Kevin talks absolutely rubbish. He's paid to say it. He told everyone to buy it at 200. I said, wait. And at $30, I think it was, or 28 and 29, it's a go. And if you knew what I knew, who's buying this, you would. Anyway, I'm leaving that there. I'm not going to go on about it, and I don't mean to gloat about it, but yes, I do. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to tell you the truth. People follow this show because they want to make money and they want to support a channel that actually helps them, not sells adverts and sells stuff. I'm not here to make friends, but I do make friends by delivering helpful information. So there you go. SEC delays. XRP Ethereum ETF, decision to October. Well, is that a surprise? No, we all told everybody it was coming in October. Don't know why anyone was surprised by that. Of course, everybody on X, one minute it's great news, next minute it's bad news, and whatever I can say to evoke emotion, I'm going to say it, because all I want to do is get you to click me 1,000 times a day. God knows why. Please stop listening to the idiots on X. There's just nothing there. It's pointless. I don't even bother debating it anymore. Decisions to October. Now, we knew it was coming in October. However, the buy sign is now. Most of you will miss it. Most of you got liquidated. Billions, millions, I don't know. I reported the number over the last weekend. People over-leveraged and lost all their money, and now they can't get back in again. Please don't do that. Don't over-leverage on X. You're not using complicated systems like institutions are. You're just borrowing money at 100 to 1, and then when it goes down half a cent, you get wiped out, and you can't come back from that. And there are people all over the world like that have no voices. They're not on YouTube channels because they got no voice, but they are there. They're in our chat. They're with us. We support these people. Be careful. Do not do it. So there is a delay. XRP. Is it bad? No. It takes time to do it properly. And this is why I've spent 4 years going live all day, every day, resisting the nonsense to create silly titles and take sponsorship. I've gone live. I'm live all day, every day, trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. It would be a wonderful, wonderful thing. I'm doing it the hard way, the right way. And it's the same with these ETFs. They take time. And by the way, I'm just keeping you updated on my best tip of the year. I'm just saying end phase energy up again. And from the moment we started talking about this, look at this. Where was it? Here it was. Here. It was down 4%. It's now up 12. There we go. A 16% swing. It's going straight to $100. Just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, so let's get into what's actually going on and why it's a good story, not a bad story, even though 5 minutes ago, these channels told you it was good, now it's bad. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has postponed decisions on 8 major spot XRP ETF proposals, pushing deadlines to mid to late October. Now, these are the final deadlines. It'll all happen in October, and there'll be one hell of a rally. But of course, if you start to buy the rally, you've missed it. I'm in. I bought the dip. I didn't get liquidated. Pushing deadlines to mid to late October. This impacts applications from 21 shares, CoinShares, Grayscale, Bitwise, and Canary Capital, with new deadlines between October. And by the way, did you notice I didn't drop in BlackRock? Did you notice that? There's a reason for that. BlackRock will surprise you and just come in at the last 5 minutes and go, boom, everybody will buy it. All right? That's what's going to happen. I know that 100%. I literally have that from the horse's mouth. All right? That'll come in at the last minute, surprise everybody, and everybody will end up buying BlackRock. It's a bit like Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. He sits there and he lets all the other sharks run around proposing a deal, and then he comes at the end and always takes the deal. And it's the same thing. It's kind of the same with me. I was out of XRP and everyone's going, you should buy it, you should buy it, you should buy it. Now I'm going to own more than most of you here combined. All right? I've said that over and over again. This impacts applications. I've just read that. I don't want to read that again. With new deadlines. Right. The SEC cited the need for additional time to evaluate public input and regulatory considerations under the Securities Exchange Act. These delays mirror similar extensions for Solana, Litecoin, ETF. So this is not an all-out invasion of XRP as people are sharing online. It isn't. It's got nothing to do with someone stuffing it to you or Gary Gensler moment. Let's all get angry and rant and rave. It's happening to other ETFs as well. It's all going to come at once, and just wait for it. Clustering multiple altcoin ETF decisions into a single high-stakes October window. 21 shares, core XRP trust, initially due for August 20th, now faces an October 19 decision. The chance of this happening is, in my book, 100%. I wouldn't be buying, would I, if I didn't know I was going to make money. I don't guess. I don't gamble. I'm always winning. 47 trades, 46 wins. And I only lost once to show you what not to do. Despite the deferral, sentiment remains bullish. Bloomberg's ETF analysts maintain a 95% probability of XRP ETF approval, substantially above the 77% odds reflected in Polymarket prediction markets. Ripple's recent legal victory over the SEC has bolstered confidence, with potential institutional inflows estimated at $5 billion if approvals are granted. Think about that. October may be doubly pivotal. Not maybe, it will be. Ripple's application for a national banking. And do you know how confident I am in all of this? Let me give you the most. In fact, I'll tell you at the end when I do my giveaway. No, I won't. I'll tell you now how confident I am in my investment to XRP, and how confident I am in the ETFs, and how confident I am in achieving my 100,000 subscribers. I've already booked time off for October. I'm taking the whole of October off to celebrate 100,000, to celebrate my XRP going to the moon, as some like to call it, and all the rest of it. I'm not even going to be broadcasting. I'm that confident. The whole of October, I'm going to be sitting here off air, relaxing. It's time for me to have a break. I've been working for 4 years now, flat out, hardly any days off at all. And in October, I've already booked my time off. There'll be no shows from me. That's how confident I am. I don't even need to watch it explode. I don't need to be here when it explodes. When it explodes, we're all rich. I don't need to worry about it. All right? You watch. October, no shows from me. Polymarket prediction, and I've never take time off, so you know how confident I am in that. Polymarket prediction markets. Ripple's recent legal victory over the SEC has bolstered confidence with potential inflows of $5 billion if approvals are granted. October may be doubly pivotal. Ripple's application for a national banking charter. No one even talks about that anymore. That's even bigger than the ETF. With the OCC also reaches its 120-day deadline that month, creating potential dual catalysts for institutional adoption. All right, I'm just going to share with you Sensei's thoughts here, and I'm going to wrap this up. Sensei's insight: XRP's regulatory moment of truth now rests on October dual fronts: ETF greenlighting and banking status. If both fall Ripple's way, expect a flood of institutional capital and redefined crypto landscape. How confident am I? 100% confident. I've taken the whole of October off. I don't need to broadcast. I am ready. I am waiting. I'm here. And we're going to hit 100,000 subscribers. And all I've got to do is do absolutely nothing. The hard part has been done. That's it from me. I'm now going to give you the chance to win $1,000 in XRP. And I'm going to give you the chance to win, in fact, not just a chance, the guarantee. For those that are not lazy. Those that are lazy, those that are troll, those that can't be bothered, you get nothing. Those that are workers, believers, committed investors, intelligent people that work hard and get on with it, you're all going to win. So here's all the information you need. Please do tap the like button. Have you all done that? Thank you. Please click subscribe. I hope you've all done that. Thank you very much indeed. I really do appreciate that. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is give you the links you need. So everybody, members, non-members for free, no purchase necessary. Oh, we got another new member. 2,000 now.
SR Nutritivo has become a member.
Thank you very much. Look at this. And now we're giving memberships away. Amazing. Look at this. The show's gone nuts. We're giving memberships away. Anybody in the chat who's not a member, everyone's a member. Look at that. We can't even give memberships away. 1970, but oh, here we go. Yep, there's one. Someone's just come in and claimed a membership. There you go. Someone else has come in. We're giving memberships away. So on X right now, there's my link on X in the chat for you right now. Every single person who engages can win star prizes. All right? I want to reward, because the reason why I did this is a few trolls said to me, oh, I can't be bothered. These are the same people that email me every day asking for free money. They just can't be bothered. They said to me, give me some money. I used to respond. Now I just don't bother, right? Because they never listen. All right, I give money away all the time. So some people said to me, oh, I had to jump through hoops to win your competition. Well, no, you don't. It's free to enter and free for all. Anyone can win. And all you got to do is like or repost something. It's free. It's easy. It takes a second. I mean, we've got to get something out of it, right? And I don't even earn money when you repost. I don't make money on X. It's just a way to measure those that give a damn, those that actually want to help you. I want to help them, right? So people moaned about it, going, this is too hard work. Well, you can just like one thing, and then you got a chance of winning. We're giving memberships away. This is nuts. All right. So over on X, I decided to reward everybody. Not only the $1,000 giveaway, everybody. Yep. Those that get involved, those that moan and do nothing, the trolls, you get nothing. But if you actually bother, if you go on X, and you can see people are doing it now in mass, right? Because this 20 plus notifications is the maximum you can get on X, right? And every time I refresh it, it goes and it comes back 20 again. It will just keep coming back, right? What people do is they go on here, they repost, they like, they share, whatever. And you can go back as long as you want. Just like everything. I mean, you can sit there for 20 minutes. Like, repost. Do what you want. Comment, like. All of you will get rewarded. Yeah, we're going to have loads of prizes giving away. Loads of things. We're so excited. We're going to have gift cards. We're going to have physical merchandise. We've got the cash prizes. All sorts of stuff for those that actually bother and get involved. So there's my X account. There's my X account. Do it. I get nothing out of it. It doesn't bother me in the slightest, but we do want to thank you all for being part of this and helping us grow. So there we go. I used Jennifer Aniston to announce a prize. Everybody gets prizes. We all get prizes. I feel a bit like what's Oprah Winfrey. You win a car. Everybody wins a car. All right, absolutely. That's what we're going to do. Everyone's going to win something. Really great. There you go. It's already 12. Look at that. It's already 12. Real people are getting involved. I love it. So how do you win the $1,000? And let me give you my final thoughts. This is it here. Here's the giveaway. This is the big prizes. This is the big $1,000. And if this goes well, we'll do another one. All right, here we go. Here's, look, person in the chat, give me. All right, give me. Not a member, give me, right? I bet he's not a member. I bet he hasn't done anything, all right? Happens all the time. Just give me money. I can't be bothered, all right? So you get nothing. So here we go. $1,000 XRP give away, all right? Put it in the chat, pin it to the top. There you go. Pin that to the top. And let me end this. Are you worried? No, 71%. Great. That means we've got a great community here on our channel. We've got the strongest XRP army, not one of those silly Reddit armies or those silly ones on X, whatever. The real army. People actually get involved. Do you know we had the biggest audience in the world for the Brad Garlinghouse interview with 60 Minutes? We had more people watching us than watched 60 Minutes. 130,000. And at the time, we were like 20,000 subscribers. We were a small channel, really. Anyway, okay, so here is the link here. What you do is you go here every single day on this website. There's no ads. I could put ads on my website. I don't. I could put sponsorship. I don't. I earn nothing. I'm doing it to help people. You can win with one ticket or do as many as you want. So don't moan. I'm giving you my own money for free for doing nothing, really. You've got to sign in so we know who you are, so we can send you your money, obviously. Right? People complained about that. Every day, a daily bonus. We give you tickets every day just to come back and check. We add new ones all the time. There's a mass exit now. XRP, everyone's dumping again. I love it. I'll buy some more in a minute. Thank you very much indeed. You're watching. I might do it live in this stream. This was supposed to be a video, but maybe I'll buy, in fact... I might do it now, actually. I might buy some more. I'll buy another $1,000. Oh, hello. Oh, I might buy some more. Okay. If that keeps selling, I will buy some more. All right. Anyway. Oh. Okay. Keep going down, I'll be buying some more. So anyway, back to the competition. I might do it live. So you can win things here, all right? Just by going here and liking and sharing and commenting and reposting and stuff like that. That's for the $1,000. But we're also counting those that get involved and engage. And to do that, you go on X or Instagram or any of my socials and you just like and post and share and get involved. It's all free. And we're going to reward as many people as possible. Or XRP is now selling quickly. I'm going to end this by buying some XRP. So let me have a quick look and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Right. This is being bought to give away. Let me have a look. My purchases recently. You can saw there. I've been buying 270 to 318. I bought another $1,000 yesterday. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago. That was 276, 294. Okay. So I'll wrap this up by doing this. 294. Okay. So you can watch me do this now. I'll do this live. This is my real money, my real shares, my real positions, to show you that I am not messing around and I'm supporting the community. I do what I say and I say what I do. Okay, I don't really care how low it goes. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. 312 is my average. Will that bring my average down to 93? Let me have a look at XRP. Let me see if anyone's texting me, if anyone's sending me some messages. XRP is going. Bitcoin's going. 113,000. Okay, buy. $1,000. There you go. There you go. Do what I say and I say what I do. 296, thank you. Not now. There you go. So I just bought another 1,000. There you go. My average has dropped from 312 to 311. Now I've got $10,500 of XRP. Bloody marvelous. All right. So there you go. You saw it live on the show. So let me wrap this up. I'm doing what I say and I say what I do and all the rest of it. So let me give you my final thoughts. You all now have the competition entry. Hopefully you've all got that. Let me go back to here so it's clearer. There you go. XRP order field. There we go. Be nice if it goes up again, but I don't really care. If it goes down lower, I'll buy more. Right, we're getting a bottom now. Getting a bottom in Bitcoin. Getting a bottom in Ethereum and XRP. Lovely. All right, let me wrap this up. I haven't got time to do comments and questions because I've got a lot of analysis to do for you guys today. So can I ask once again, everyone tap the like button. Consider subscribing as well. I'm going to give everyone the links that you need. Here are a few links for you. There's my X. Get busy with X. Get busy living or get busy dying. Get busy in the light or living in the dark and moaning. The choice is yours. We're very golden here. The other thing as well, consider being a member. If you become a member, there are many, many perks. I promise to never increase the price of it. In fact, it's already the cheapest membership on YouTube. It doesn't go up with inflation. I never increase it. I'm always making it better. And you get many, many perks. If you're a gold member, you even get a 1 hour a month call with me directly. And my time is now worth between $550 to $700 an hour. That's my time. That's what I earn. That's what I value my time. And I give you that for 20 bucks. All right, my members get that perk. All right, good stuff. I've given you the Robinhood link. If you want free shares of Robinhood USA, there it is. If you want free shares of Robinhood UK, there it is. You get free shares. I'm going to wrap this up with my final thoughts, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So there is the studio. We are set to give away $1,000. 100 balloons are coming in soon. $1,000 in XRP. Lots of prizes from the merch table. Lots of things to give away. Everyone's going to win that gets involved. I really can't wait for it. Thank you very much for being part of it. Let me give you my final thoughts as I wrap this up and give you the links to follow. XRP, Bitcoin, crypto. It was never invented for you to get rich. That's not what it was. If you believe in the white paper of Bitcoin and why people sit around, you don't think that Brad Garlinghouse sat around and built Ripple just so a few people sat on the toilet can make a few dollars on their Robinhood accounts. Not at all. They built the payment system. Ethereum was built for the network to run the system, and Bitcoin is the digital capital. Institutions, you wanted them to get involved. You wanted a regulatory appliance, and when you got it, you didn't like it because they owned too much. And then when they started shifting around, restructuring to become more profitable and more efficient, you didn't like it. You started buying it. You don't buy it when it goes down. No, like I just did, you buy it when it goes up. Obviously, no one's buying it when it goes down because it'd be bouncing up now. They're not. They buy it when it goes up. They get liquidated. They do everything wrong. You cannot be an institution, don't behave like an institution, but understand the way an institution works, and hopefully you will become a better investor. Don't play the casino, own the casino. I only ever buy assets or crypto or anything at all that I can own and keep for 10 years. If I can't, it doesn't qualify as excellence, I don't touch it. I'm not interested. I'm looking at what everybody else is doing, but I'm doing what's right for my portfolio and what's right, most importantly, for my audience. I hope you'll engage with me on X today and repost everything. I wish everybody the best. I hope you all win something, and I hope one of you will win $1,000 in XRP. I wish you all the very best. I've got to get off. I've got to prepare for my analysis between now and 100,000. I'm getting all the analysis reviews done for all of you, so everybody will be delighted with me and not going, it's all about you getting to 100,000. What about our reviews? I'm doing all the reviews for everybody. That's it. I'll see you back later for my next review. Back to back, review after review. There's about 20, and they're all very complex reviews, and they'll all be done for every single one of my members who asked for one. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. As this stream ends, it will take you to the extra channel where I'm live in the studio 24 hours a day at the moment. I'm even sleeping in here half the time to get everything done for the 100,000. It will take you right there right now. I'll give you the link as well. Here is the link to take you to the extra channel where you can join me in the studio and watch the day's catch-up videos with a live chat. It's a restream and a live catch-up. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I look forward to seeing you all back for the next live stream. Wish you all the best. Know what you own, know why you bought it in the first place, stop reading the flipping nonsense on X, and hopefully be part of what we're doing here. I'm just here to try and help people. You saw me live on the show buy XRP without looking at a chart, just buy more of what I own. I don't need to look at the chart. Over here, there'll be a link, and over here, there'll be a link later on when this finishes. Something, I don't know what it is. I'll just make it up. All right. Until then, as always, thank you for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other.